Hey everyone, it's Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating Pinecrest Apartments number 402 in the world of Evergreen Harbor, which comes with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. And this is a bit of a silly one, to be honest, and it's a combination of a few different suggestions I've had on the channel lately. And so we're doing an occult build today, but this is for aliens or my interpretation of them, a little bit based on the game, but also just had some fun with it and the concept of aliens trying to hide amongst humans and regular Sims in this world. So this is supposed to be secret aliens, or at least they're attempting to be. They don't want to be found out, but they're trying their best. So there are some questionable decisions made in this apartment where things are placed or how they interpret how human Sims act and decorate their spaces. So I'll explain those as we go throughout this apartment, and I do really hope you will enjoy it. If you do, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps me out. And while you're at it, might as well subscribe for some more building content on the channel. But if you do like this apartment and you'd like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery, and you can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and that information is always in the description down below as well. Anyway, working on the living room now, I was thinking here that I wanted to sort of decorate the space with cheap but trendy furniture they probably found in a catalog. But there are some questionable things in here, like I have the newspaper clippings of stuff that they might be researching and trying to blend in, or just studying humans. And then I also just put this little table over here from Strangerville. It vibrates and they're running some sort of test on that red blob. And I thought it looked quite alien, so I decided to include that. We also have some framed magazine articles, just like a couple of things where they're trying to figure out how to decorate the space, but also some of the things that they are researching. So I included that here, and we also have some of these really pretty curtains from the Desert Luxe kit. I wanted it to still look like a really cute apartment, and you could easily change the couple of odd things out and have this be for any Sims you imagined. But I liked the little nod to the things being a little bit out of place and a little bit silly. I love doing builds like this, so it was just a lot of fun. So over here, I just wanted to have a place for a TV. I tried to add some plants in here too. I thought maybe they failed miserably at keeping the plant alive. So it is just some sticks in a vase now. And then we're going to be placing down the coffee table, which this is one of my favorite ideas. One of the first silly ideas I had was that they take the idea of a coffee table very literally. So I put like some coffee pots on it, and we end up having some like coffee stuff hanging up on the wall above the TV for their coffee table, because the humans have coffee at this specific table. So I liked that and I was happy to include it. I also put some magazines over here just as like some reading material. I think those ones are the ones from Dream Home Decorator, so they're like architectural. And then the other thing that I loved, which I'll be adding more to this, but I thought they would have noticed that humans like to put photos of other humans on the wall. So they went to like a Goodwill or a thrift store of some sort, and they just bought some random photos. So they have no idea who these people on the wall are. They just put them there. And then the toothpaste and like toothbrushes and stuff is in the kitchen. And then the kitchen utensils are actually in the bathroom. And then I just have some extra files and stuff here above the fridge. And the kitchen is pretty bare bones, as in like not a ton of decorations in there. I feel like they didn't try to do too much in that space, but I do end up having a table and chairs in there. I also used this trash can that is like more technologically advanced and gives you money when you throw things out. It just felt right for an alien home, so I decided to add that. But we have a bar height table in here with some chairs at it, and then I hang up some herbs above it, which are the ones from Journey to Batu. I should be grabbing them here shortly. They're alien herbs, so I figured that was a nice thing to add in this space. Should I be grabbing? There they are. I started singing that, but yeah, those are there, and we should be getting the additional coffee stuff up above the TV as well for our coffee table. I think the only other thing in this area is going to be a mirror because that was the other thing that they observed about human Sims is they like to look at themselves. They have pictures of humans and they like to look at themselves. So those are the things that I wanted to include in this space. And then I also added a popcorn machine in the kitchen because small appliances, they probably found one of those at a thrift store as well. And so they have it in their kitchen and it's a bit of fun. My Sims are always way too interested in the popcorn machine, so I don't place it down very often. Oh, and I needed to add the aprons. These are the human special kitchen outfits. And so they need to make sure that they have them and they always wear them when they go in the kitchen. And then here is another painting or photo I have of a couple of Sims, like a wedding photo over here. Once again, they do not know these Sims. They just found these photos. So I loved that idea. I thought it was really goofy and really silly. And this was just a really fun concept. I every once in a while do something like this. So if you have any other ideas for silly concepts, occult concepts, anything you would like to see on the channel, please do let me know. I am leaving in a couple of days for TwitchCon, so I am finishing up pre-recording now, so if you have any last minute suggestions, do let me know. But yeah, just painting some of the walls and figuring out a couple of last minute decorations in this space. I decided to get a basket full of blankets and pillows. That's a pretty common thing to see in like design magazines in a living room. So I thought they probably saw that and we put that up on the wall. And then in the main entryway, it gets goofy. It just keeps going. So we have a pretty neutral rug in the hallway, pretty simple. And then there ends up being like a bookcase out here and just like some normal hallway stuff. But the closer you look at it, it just gets a little bit weirder. So they have this and they decorate the space so that they can have things in their home that humans would have. So we get some plants up here. I'm trying to remember which one I end up grabbing because I do put a plant here. Oh, I used this one from base game that I feel like I never use. I thought about using some of the topiaries as well because they're a little goofy. I did get the eggplant. I thought that was fun. It's not an eggplant, but it's a plant that's shaped like a hard-boiled egg. So I included that. I also had the idea to have one of these plants from Strangerville that is something alien and important that they keep in their bedroom. So that's over there. And then we're going to be continuing to clutter up this bookcase, just going through all the items in various packs, trying to get some inspiration on what I wanted to include here. My favorite thing, though, is on the top shelf, we have some shoes because humans leave their shoes by the door. For some reason, these are on the bookcase, but I thought that was really fun. There's just some very random items. We have a fruit bowl, shoes, some plants, and a laundry basket that end up being on the bookcase by the door. So it just looks like, a very full bookcase, but the items on it are just a little bit off, which is what I was going for. Hopefully that comes across. Definitely let me know what you think about this idea and how I took the concept, because at first I really didn't know what I wanted to do for Secret Aliens. I was like, do I want a hidden room? Do I want like really technologically advanced everything, like a super metal modern interior? I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I think this is way more fun and really silly of them really trying to blend in, because in The Sims 4, you do have your disguise form, which just looks like a human Sim. And then you have your alien form. So they're really trying to blend in. And I just thought that was a fun way to approach a apartment for some aliens. I was thinking only 1 or 2 Sims are living here. It's only a 1-bedroom apartment. So, it's not too big of a space, but I thought it was a fun one. And I like the layout I went with here. I think it could be a good one for no matter what Sims you have living here. But anyway, we are working on the bedroom now, just getting a bed from City Living, matching that with a bedside table. And the vibe in this room was also thrift store. So we have a giraffe lamp over on one side. We end up having a big flower painting in like a fancy frame. I feel like this is the style of paintings I always see in the thrift stores. So that was kind of what I was going for there. We're also going to be trying to hide the little plant in the corner so maybe other people don't notice it. It's just under a glass table. You can clearly see it. But it's hidden away just a little bit. Maybe it's not so suspicious. And then we have like an IKEA dresser over here. So we have a place for clothing storage if they're using that, and a funky mirror. It was just a lot of fun to decorate this room and this whole apartment. I feel like not all of it really goes together, but that was kind of the point. But I was still trying to make some of it look pretty aesthetically pleasing and like they were really, really trying. And I think they put in an effort here. I know I did. It was really fun to do. And so I'm just getting a couple more decorations in here. We're getting a basket up on the dresser and some towels. And I think all we have left is the bathroom, which is pretty normal in here other than the cooking utensils by the sink. And I believe I put some cobwebs in here as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.